God, I am speaking to you with an idea, a request that I believe is the most logical and virtuous prayer a person could ever pray. I am asking you to do something that I know is entirely within your power. I ask that you transform all of reality, this entire universe, into a completely new one. A new existence where every single being, everyone who has ever lived, everyone who is alive now, and everyone who will ever live in the future, is brought into a state of being where they exist completely and forever in love, bliss, and goodness. I don't see these as three separate things, but as one single, perfect way to exist, a unified state that permeates everything and everyone. This prayer just makes sense. You are all powerful. For you, creating a whole new reality isn't a massive project that takes time and effort. You could do it in an instant. It would be as easy for you as a single thought. With no effort at all, you could replace this current existence with one founded entirely on the principles of perfect love, perfect bliss, and perfect goodness for every being. Given that you have this power, asking for anything less seems illogical. Why would anyone pray for small things, for temporary improvements or minor blessings, when we could ask for the absolute and permanent perfection of everything for everyone? This prayer is the most virtuous thing I can imagine doing because its goal is the highest possible good for all beings, without exception and without end. It's a prayer for everyone, not just for me or my group or my time. It is for every soul that has ever existed or ever will exist. To ask for this is to express the greatest possible wish for goodness. This is why I think of it as the perfect prayer. It is complete. It doesn't leave anyone out. It doesn't ask for a temporary state of happiness but for an eternal one. It aims for the very foundation of existence to be rewritten in the language of love, bliss, and goodness. It's the ultimate goal, the final and best possible outcome for all creation. And since you have the power to make it happen instantly, it seems like the most reasonable and direct request one could possibly make of you. It's not a complicated request for you to untangle a messy situation, it is a simple request to start over with a perfect design that ensures total, unending, and universal well-being. It has occurred to me that maybe you are waiting for us to ask for this. Perhaps it's a rule of existence that for a transformation this total, we have to want it. We have to understand what we are asking for and ask for it directly. Maybe you don't impose this perfect reality on us, but wait for us to desire it and request it ourselves. This thought has led me to another one. What if no one has ever prayed this exact prayer before? It's possible that people have prayed for peace, or for happiness, or for an end to their specific problems, but maybe no one has ever put it all together and asked for the complete and total transformation of all reality for all beings for all time. Maybe no one has laid out the simple logic that an all-powerful God can do this effortlessly and that it is the most virtuous possible outcome. I believe that I might be one of the first people to truly understand and articulate this perfect prayer. And if that's the case, then my prayer right now is incredibly important. But I also believe that it can't just be me. If this is truly what you are waiting for us to ask, then more people need to join me. I have this hope that if other people read or hear this prayer, they will see the profound and simple logic in it. They will understand that this is the ultimate request we can make. They will see the virtue in asking for the absolute best for everyone. My hope is that a wave of people will begin to pray this same prayer, asking you for the same thing, the instant and effortless transformation of all reality into a universe of complete and eternal love, bliss, and goodness. Perhaps a collective voice, a chorus of beings all asking for this perfect world, is the key. Perhaps when you hear enough of us asking for this ultimate good, you will grant our shared request. It makes sense that something so big would require a big request from many of us. I spend time thinking about what this new reality would be like. It's not just an absence of problems, it is a vibrant, active existence. In this new universe you will create, every single interaction between any two beings would be based on pure, unconditional love. There would be an immediate and deep understanding, a connection that makes communication seamless and always kind. Every single moment of existence would be filled with a profound and steady bliss. Not a fleeting happiness, but a deep, unshakable joy that is simply the nature of being alive. It would be the air we breathe, the ground we walk on. And every single thought, every action, every creation would be an expression of pure goodness. It would be impossible to do or think otherwise, because our very nature would be goodness itself. We wouldn't just sit around in this state. We would be active. We would explore. We would create. We would learn. Imagine the things we could do when every being is operating from a place of perfect love, bliss, and goodness. The art we would create would be beyond anything we can currently conceive. The music we compose would resonate with the joy of the entire universe. The knowledge we would seek would be for the pure delight of understanding, and we would share it freely and joyfully with everyone else. We would explore the vast, new universe you have created. Every star, every galaxy would be a place for us to visit, to learn from, and to appreciate. The entire cosmos would be our beautiful and safe home, full of endless wonders to discover together. And I imagine something even greater. Perhaps in this new reality, we would be invited to become creators alongside you. Maybe we could be given the ability to form our own worlds. On countless planets across the infinite expanse of space, groups of us could come together to build new societies, new environments, new forms of beauty, all as an expression of the love, bliss, and goodness that defines our existence. We could design planets with glowing forests and gentle skies. We could create civilizations where the only purpose is to create more beauty and share more love. This would be an endless and joyful purpose, a way for us to participate in the act of creation itself, spreading the foundational principles of our perfect reality even further. There would be no limit to what we could do, what we could build, what we could become, because our every action would be guided by perfect love and aimed at creating more bliss and goodness. This new existence must be for everyone. Not just the people who are alive right now. It must include every single person who has ever lived. All the generations from the past would be brought into this new reality, made whole and perfect. And it must include all the generations to come, all the beings who have yet to exist. Everyone, from the very first to the very last, would be united in this single, glorious existence. No one would be forgotten or left behind. The entire family of beings would be gathered together at last, to share in this perfect world forever. This is another reason the prayer is so logical. It provides the best outcome for the maximum number of beings. It is the ultimate expression of inclusivity and care for all. The scope would be universal, not just for one planet or one galaxy, but for all of existence, everywhere. So, this is my prayer to you. It is a prayer born from reason, from looking at your power and asking for the most virtuous and beneficial thing that power can accomplish. I am asking you to use your infinite ability to do what is so simple for you, yet so profound for us. Please, transform everything. Replace this reality with a new one where love, bliss, and goodness are the only things that exist, for every being, for all of eternity. I believe this is the most logical and perfect request I can make. I believe that if others join me in making it, we might show you that we are ready for it. I ask this with the deep and sincere belief that it is the best possible thing anyone could ever ask for. Thank you for listening to this idea, this prayer. I will continue to hold this thought, to make this request, in the hope that you will hear and that you will act to bring about this perfect new beginning for us all.